Is this mic working, Guns?
Sounds like it is, yeah. Sounds like it's working fine.
Testing.
Yep, working good. Can hear you loud and clear. Yeah, can hear you good. Can hear you loud and clear.
Excellent. Oh, I've discovered, I think earlier, OBS just records everything that comes out over the mic. Normally, it's not a problem for me because I'm in my cabin and it's just silent in there other than me talking, so you don't notice it.
Right.
How are y'all doing today?
Are you, Curly?
Hey,
Doing
Curly.
good?
Doing good. How about yourself?
Well, I started feeling pretty sick last night and I went to the doctor today. I got strep.
Oh, sorry to hear that, man.
You,
We've,
yeah, go ahead, Riz.
yeah, as I say, there's a lot of that been in the UK. A lot of the kids were getting it.
Yeah, he said, my doctor said it's a lot of it around our area. So, uh, Guns, you feel like doing the helicopter gunner?
Yeah, I'll do it.
'Cause I'm just not. I mean, I was kind of psyched about doing it after thinking about it. I was like, oh man, that's gonna be fun. And but I just don't think I'm up to it. I think I'm gonna just go in as a rifleman and
Yeah, that's fine, bro. Yeah, I'll take it. I got no problem with that.
you got somebody to do to lead Hades, don't you?
Yeah, I should. Let me see.
Okay, well,
Let me see if Pritch is on tonight. Yeah, he's on, so he'd probably be in. So yeah.
okay. Well, if not, I'll do it. I know I'm not up to.
No, don't worry about it, bro. I'll get it if you don't want to do it.
Okay. Well, I appreciate it.
Not a problem, bro.
I just started feeling bad last night and I said, man, I'm going to be sick. And then I woke up in the middle of the night with a sore throat.
Oh, jeez.
Uh,
It does
Oh,
seem like
jeez,
there's a
that
lot
sucks.
more like flus and so I got a lung infection. Lots of stuff seems to be coming along, following on from COVID. We get it.
yeah, it does. It does. Um, it, I know so many people that are sick with something. They've got like lung, I had bronchitis not too long ago. Yeah.
Okay, let Pritchard note that he's going to be SL. Hey, Kelso.
Hey, Kelso. I think I'm going to end up coming in as medic tonight. I'm not sure we're going to get anyone else. All right, I'm going to jump in as medic.
Alrighty.
Evening.
Hey, what's up, Twan?
Yeah, I'm good. How about you, Guns?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Evening.
Hey, Pridge.
How's everybody?
I'm doing good. I'm trying to figure out, though, because I'm supposed to come in as the gunner for Kelso, but the only 2 slots are pilot and co-pilot, so I guess I take co-pilot. I don't fly.
I don't know.
Oh, well, I'll take it, and then I'll jump out if I change if I have to.
What is it?
I'm going to be the gunner for Kelso.
Ah.
So, but there's only 2 slots, it's pilot and co-pilot. And I don't fly. Well, it says
Great
pilot,
design.
co-pilot, crew, so I guess that works. All right, going in. C is in there.
See ya.
Roger.
Don't worry, Cole. If you get thrown into a bad spot to get killed, just blame it on Gimpy for being a BL tonight. For Alpha. Then he'd just blame it on me for giving him the locations.
That put me
Afternoon,
right
everyone.
down on the map. I think you'll make it work.
Hey, Guns. Nice outfit.
Thank you, thank you.
I just want to grab a stick and whack you over the head with it because it might make a nice sound.
I got a Kevlar helmet on. I'm good.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's
Ah,
basically the same thing
plastic at
mine
best.
has. It's just mine's got a nice canvas cover.
It's the canvas that stops the bullets.
Yeah,
it is.
it's that tough canvas.
See, here's the thing. With guns, it would just bounce in there and bounce around and not do any damage and then leave.
That's why I usually don't have a problem with headshots. I know it's not going to do any damage.
Yeah, none of your
Dropped enough.
vital organs are in there.
Also, Gimpy, you might want to give your group the correct name.
Oh, have I got a wrong group name?
No,
No,
Alpha 1-3, so it's all
You
unset.
can't. Uniform key is not working.
Use
you can do
Ace
it.
Interact
Ace.
Team Management rename group.
If not, Condor get it to Zeus when he gets around to it.
I mean, whoever is in command should be able to do it. Also goes for you, Curly, or whoever's in command of your group.
So, where is Kelso?
Pretty cool. Curly, your group
Far
is called Alpha
southeast.
2 maybe rename it to Hydra.
Hey, Kelso.
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm gonna be your gunner, I guess, tonight.
Sounds great. You probably, if you've got the same pilot crew loadout. Wait a second, you're a medic, aren't you?
No, I'm actually Hades SL, but
Okay.
Well, you came in as.
Hang on a second.
I think you should probably reslot.
yeah, 'cause the only slot was either pilot or co-pilot.
Slash-
Dude.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Never
Yeah.
mind then. It's fine.
Yeah, he
Well,
is.
you might want to reslot just to give your guys their radio settings.
Yeah. Go ahead and
Guns, if you want, you can reslot in Spartan 3 IC or something like that. Should be fine.
Oh, okay. I'll be right back.
guns. Go
Yes,
as
sir.
co-pilot. Come in as co-pilot Hermes 1 at the bottom.
He did actually come in.
Yeah,
as
that's what I
that.
came in as.
Ah,
Okay.
okay.
Well then,
Perfect
pick up some more medical supplies because you don't have enough
Roger.
here.
Which one can I touch? Like, I'm guessing one of these is just for us, so is it this one?
Yeah, just don't take too many because that's for the squads on the ground later.
No, I mean, like, one of these is for us, the rest is for the squads.
Well, all of them are for everyone. We have to share.
I see our mission builder is not a pilot, or at least a helicopter pilot. He wouldn't surrounded us by a tall tower plus trees.
Yeah, it's not the best LZ.
Hmm.
No, it's a shitty LZ.
I'm gonna need to grab a stitch
I mean,
kit and a
where the
pack. I'll be right back.
Okay, guns.
Just, I mean, it's better than most of the map.
You better behave for Apollo tonight.
What's that?
Do we have cast?
I'm the mean one and I've
Yeah,
moved
we have
up a rank.
Spaces, DJ Tech for it.
Hey, Nez,
Yo,
Don't bully
can
you.
you get me a stitch kit and a pack?
I swear that's what they're trying to keep making me off.
ask Condor. He's the Zeus. He's the one that can give that stuff.
Okay, where is he?
And he's up on the he's up on the Haskell barrier.
All about constructive criticism, doing better.
Hey, Condor.
Yo,
What's up, buddy?
all good. How about
They're
you?
like, we're not going to.
Doing good. Hey, listen, can you give me a stitch kit and a pack, please?
This was set in the 80s.
Are you a pilot?
Yeah, we're a bit.
Well, yeah, I'm flying with Kelso. I'm his gunner,
Just a bit flash aliens, though.
and I'm gonna be the medic on there. So
Sort of M16-ish things.
Okay.
The rifle's right, but you've got an ACOG.
Guns, how many you at yet? How many you at so far, buddy?
how many what?
Folks, people, troops.
I don't know. You're gonna have to talk to Pritch. I'm flying with Kelso.
Ah, copy that.
Okay.
No, not talking to me.
Shit rolls uphill.
Yes, it does, unfortunately. E on this net, Rich. No, what net are you on?
Guns coming
6-5.
Thank you, bro.
Wait. You're not the medic yet. Just wait.
Oh, okay, hold on.
Okay, there you go.
Thank you.
No worries.
Squad leads
space,
really need to
some-
have a look and try and get those
Oh,
names
yes.
changed because that's going to
Is
get
it
confusing.
possible for you?
Hey, what's up, Zoe? How you doing, bro? I'm doing good. Doing good. I'm not gonna be with you guys tonight. I'm not gonna be with Hades tonight. I'm flying door gunner.
It's for the pilots.
How many are you at so far?
Probably gonna be a lot of fun.
Good.
Alright.
Or Pritch.
Yeah, it
How
is.
many are you at, Hades, guys?
Where is
Do we
Pritch?
have two birds or just one?
Right now I only see, well, no, two, because Space is gonna be, I think Space is flying one.
I imagine
Or,
we'll need to. I think we're quite close to each other.
Yep.
Yes.
It was made like.
What you hang on?
Hey, Lord.
Hey.
Ready to
check
5-0? I'm, yeah, I'm door gunner for Kelso tonight.
Alright, cool.
So, Pritch is taking over.
Sweet.
Oh, God.
You'll be fine, Pritch. Hey, Red.
Hey, do you check 5-0?
Thank you.
Loud and clear, 5-0.
Alright, I gotta get back. Pritch, if you need anything, you got Red to lean on.
Roger.
Lima Charlie, 111.
Yeah, I got no worries.
We're.
I'll keep you guys safe from above.
Thank you, sir.
175 local or short range.
See, I didn't know JTech was coming in on this, so I changed it.
I think we're on 155.
And, let's see.
I
you're
didn't
going to
hear you
be
on 100.
reinsert and transport,
Oh, I
right?
didn't hear because I got
Yeah,
some comment on one.
Mark.
I didn't hear what.
If called upon, I can't do about, but oh,
100?
mostly
Contact?
be leaving it to you.
Roger. Okay. Your airspace will be 0 to 250, and I'll be
Yeah,
250 and above.
Short range is a little lower because I didn't usually use it, so.
Since you're going to be doing a lot more landing than I'm only going to punch through your airspace during a run.
You need to be the squad lead.
Got it.
Oh dear.
You make the squad.
Okay, checking 175.
All good.
Thank you, Red.
Who's in from Polo? Anyone else?
Bad one was it?
Ship space.
Yes.
We want a separate JCAT frequency. I don't want to be on 50 with everybody.
7-5 long range.
Perfect.
got
Thank you, sir.
fixed. Excellent. The big thing is changing your
Riz is
name so
here.
I can see you on the map.
Alright, Kelso, I got a pack and a stitch kit, and I got medic perms.
Okay, perfect.
We got a medic.
I don't think so.
7-5 radio check.
No, just tonight.
No, Mr. Gimp.
Confirming 7-5.
We've got Mayo. I don't know who you guys have.
I'll switch.
I can also break it up if you need.
I don't think we're 3 at the minute. Last time
Roger.
roll in with you guys.
I'm in as a medic.
Yeah.
Rezit's in as medic.
Franco, you're squad lead for hydrogenate?
Yep. Perfect. If you check your map, just close to our position.
Just one check. Guns, could you look at me? And I think I might be bleeding off that jump.
What's our Twan?
Everyone's green.
No, you're good.
Must be my tampon fell out, sorry.
Or might be the guys that were in the tower.
Yeah, okay.
These, they were not that lucky.
Yeah.
There's 2 types of mark that I will be using tonight.
Roger. I'm looking at the map now.
If you look just a bit to the east, so an objective mark with alpha something, that's gonna be a precise target mark. So I will do that if we identify clearly a target.
Can you put that? Can you put that mark somewhere out? Let's say in just east, about a click, so we're not zoomed
I
in
will
some
put
more.
it outside of the map with the other nodes that are placed.
Roger. Okay. Okay, so that's the black that we're gonna look at.
Purple mark.
Precise target mark. So it's going to be right in the middle of an X, correct?
Yes.
Wonderful.
So that's what gonna be one type of mark. And the other one is marking an area like this in purple.
Okay.
The idea is, well, so that people understand that if they go in the purple area, they're gonna end purple.
Yeah. Exactly.
Come check
More
50.
like a splash on the ground.
5550.
Okay, got it.
Probably also the old smoke, maybe. If you just want to quickly get something set.
We'll just let JTAC make that determination right now. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just preparing.
Perfect.
Yeah, so when I will call you in for targets, if it makes sense, I will specify the weapons to employ.
Yes, weapons and the number.
Yes.
Now, because we don't have precise targeting with this dot, it's not precise at all, really.
Yeah, so to the extent possible, we will be using the precise marks on map and smoke.
Okay.
And if you cannot see the smoke, rely on the mark on map. So you can quickly put a waypoint when you're called.
Okay.
And then you turn back in, you rely on the waypoint placed.
Okay, and you'll be dealing with the SLs screaming for stuff, hurry up,
Yeah,
that sort of thing.
I will have the PLs communicating with me and Spartan.
Perfect, okay.
And I will be the only person talking with you unless I'm dead and someone else has to become JTAC.
Yeah, okay.
Tonight we have also a HVT, and it's not a target to kill, it's a target to capture. So we have to be precise with the employment of weapons. If you're not sure about...
Stop
hold on.
talking, Sir Juan. He's still
If you're not
briefing
sure,
us.
you too, Kelso, thank you. If you're not sure about your shot, hold. It's better.
Roger.
What we will do also, guns, to the extent possible, we will try to assign some areas a bit in advance, so when we have people advancing on one objective, we might decide that there's one flank that we're gonna have you free to suppress.
Copy.
So this way you will be able also to pick up some targets. In general, we're gonna keep that outside of any buildings or encampments because we don't want to kill the HVT by mistake. Make sense?
Roger.
I mean, we could probably also put up a quick question on how close the HVT is towards to the objective markers. Like, is he in the general vicinity in the compound or what?
No, we don't know where will be exactly the HVT.
Yeah, plus
we can suppose that he will be around the objectives, but he may not be.
Yeah, plus the helicopter weapons are not exactly what you would call sniper rifles, so I want to keep a decent distance from the HVT.
Yeah, no, I mean more that we're probably gonna have a few off-objective contacts. So if the HVT is on the objective, we don't need to worry about shooting the HVT in such a case.
Right.
Well, there are some locations where I think the HVT will absolutely not be. The HVT, I think, would be crazy to go on the bank of a river, for example. So if we have enemies on the other side of the river, that's free range for you.
Sir Juan, your point is well taken, but the answer to that question is you don't shoot until JTAC calls you on a target, period. There's no assumptions.
Just, what I more meant is this is something which during the brief I'm definitely going to be asking. Like during the general brief.
Roger. Are you going to do a brief after Condor so that everybody knows what's going on? That these are not going to be 15-second roll-ons. We're going to take time, just like a regular JTAC, confirming everything before we actually employ these weapons.
Yes.
Roger, good.
There's
no but.
Good.
JTAC is in charge of lighting anything up. Simple. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, the only exception is when there's an enemy that is obviously an enemy, so you see him shooting at friendlies, and it's, for example, a sniper or something, well, that is a threat, that I authorize you to take it out, but you must be certain that you're not gonna mess up. If there's any possible doubt, call it up, and I'll clear you to take it out.
That's what I was looking for. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm not going to fire unless I'm 110%.
Yeah, and also for the for Space Getting a Brief, probably it's also good that we mentioned the squad leads that they have cast support available, because last time, if I'm correct, the squad leads complained that they didn't even know.
Yeah.
And Kelso, I would like to dispute. I'd like to dispute what you said a few seconds ago, and I have a very nice butt, thank you.
Okay. Well, don't send me any pictures, please.
So as part of the briefing, I will also explain to everyone the importance of the purple markings, the importance of coordinating with me for employment of smoke grenades, unless they are putting blue smoke or green smoke. This one, well, it's for the safety, so they're just free to use it. But red smoke, I want them to coordinate with JTAC, because if we have two red smokes at two different places, it's gonna confuse everyone, especially you.
Yep.
Any questions, comments?
Just a thing from yesterday, which I just want to point out clearly what I meant. When I was asking you yesterday at Objective 2 for an LZ, for how clear everything was, it was more a question for you to suggest something. You don't have to set an LZ. I will look myself. I just want to have some intel.
Sure. Yeah, as the pilots, I count on your judgment for making the final call for an LZ. I will do my best to place marks for requesting LZs, but you're in charge of deciding if that's safe to land there. And if people need to run 300 meters, then they'll run 300.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, just you'll ensure that they're not going to put LZs down. The SLs are not going to be putting down their old LZs.
Right. Okay, let's get back with the others. I think the briefing should be starting anytime.
Okay, one other thing, Kelso. You do know I cannot fly, right?
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I will not be handing you controls.
Okay.
It is your job to tell me what gun you're on, right or left. It's my job to give you a stable platform when you're shooting.
Roger.
Okay?
Got it.
Thank you.
I mean, you're not going to even be able to fly from where you're sitting, but oh well.
He would.
40 seconds to brief everyone on the JTAC procedure.
For internal squad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Excellent.
145 internal, 65 platoon, 50.
PL's up to the Haskell Bears. Briefing time.
There's a brief.
Roger.
Briefing.
There's a briefing.
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 Briefing, boys.
Briefing. Briefing.
Whereabouts is the brief?
They're right here.
Briefing.
I'll mark it with smoke.
Briefing.
Good.
Briefing.
Pritch can't smoke at the moment, so let's mark the briefing with smoke.
No!
It's not one of those type of parties there, Ed.
Taunt the man. Taunt him.
Welcome, everyone. It's Friday, thank goodness. Weekend for those who don't have to work the weekend, but if you do, good luck. Alright, part 2 of Condor's Friendly Face mission. Did an excellent job on part 1. We did as good as much as we could. We're catching off where we left off. We do have an HVT we still need to capture. Take a look at the soldier at the end of this barrier towards northeast, the one with his hands on his head. That is what the HVT looks like. Get a good look. Don't shoot him, but that will be a mission fail. Don't need that happening. We don't need an incident like last time where someone shot the HVT target and he bled out. Once we have secured him, I will begin interrogating him. You guys will continue on your fight. If I need assistance, I will call up to the person I need assistance from on interrogation. In the meantime, until we have secured the HVT, do not use any explosives, frags. We will not be calling in CAS, so don't use them until we have the HVT secure. Once it has been called up that we have the HVT secured and in custody and out of the firefight, then it's all open game with frags. Everyone understands that so far?
Hey, firm?
Sir, yes, sir.
Wow.
Ow. Really?
Sorry.
Someone take his rifle away. We don't need him having a gun. He could go in with a BB gun.
We had a fucking negligent discharge already. Jesus Christ, boys.
Alright. We got two
Sorry,
main
I got excited.
objectives. Objective 1 and Objective 2. We do not know where the HVT is. That is why we're holding off on frags and stuff. So as we're proceeding along the river, we see stuff that is a possible location of a camp. We will need to call that up and get into that position. But in the meantime, we'll proceed to Objective 1 as a normal movement. Once we have got there, platoons already got their brief ahead of time what they needed to use. We'll go be landing from there. Once we have secured that, we will proceed to Objective 2 unless we have found the HVT and get more intel. We're going to use this as HVTs possibly at Objective 2. Well, boat drivers, once you get back in your boats and getting ready to move to Objective 2, there is a little road that goes through the water. It is enough that your boat can get hung up if you're not careful. Use speed. Speed is your best friend for that. Get over it. It will move. It will cross it with no problem. We've done it in training, so we know it works. Then we proceed to Objective 2. Anytime between Objective 1 and Objective 2 we find the HVT, objectives can be changed and movements will be adjusted accordingly. If we get to Objective 2 and we haven't found the HVT by then, he is possibly going to be at Objective 2. Again, once we find the HVT, we'll get intel on a possible another objective we'll need to do, and we'll get that marked on the map, and we'll proceed from there once we have the information. For the time being, Objectives 1 and Objective 2 are our key objectives at the moment. Questions?
Can we just call his mum and find out where he is?
I already tried, she's not answering. Something about Ron
She's
didn't
last-
pay her.
Something about Ron last night I heard.
Yeah, Ron didn't pay her enough, apparently.
You know what you
Come on,
did, and she's not.
Damn it, Ron.
Nasty
Yes, sir,
boy.
Condor.
Yeah, after each of the two objectives, you have to call in for the local police to reinforce the objective.
Copy that, we'll call him up.
Yep.
Any other questions before I hand it over to Space?
Do we know how close the HVT is towards the
We
objective?
don't know where we do not know where he's at
But
all.
I'm guessing he is in one of those two compounds.
He could
Or
be
do we
there.
have-
He might have a camp somewhere else along the river. We do
Copy.
not know. Any other questions?
Contact on ambush.
Make your best judgment. We are sitting ducks, literally, in a boat. So
Roger. If the
Don't stop.
HVT could possibly be at small camps
where we getting contact
along
that
the
we'll need to
river,
break off. Yeah, we'll have to.
do we
break
need
off in
to break off and attack and clear the small ambush areas?
Possibly the best choice, just in case he is in that area. They might have small camps, and he might be hiding there.
Roger, roger.
Any other questions?
Statement. Ammo cans are too heavy for us to move. They'll have to be loaded on by Zeus.
We'll get that sorted. And there is no civilians other than, HVT probably be unarmed, so watch it. All right. And no other questions? I hand it over to Space.
One question.
Yes, Crinkle.
Are they likely to have QRF? Are those QRF likely to come down the roads, etc.? Or are we just going to be doing what's in the town?
We'll do the towns, but keep an eye on the roads. QRF might show up. Possibility. But do watch your fire unless we get told the local police force is inbound, so we'll watch that.
And the usual armor, air, etc.
Yes, possibly. We have CAS, so they'll possibly try to deal with any enemy aircraft if there is any enemy aircraft.
No
I
enemy
don't
aircraft.
think so.
And
No
the
enemy
armor,
aircrafts.
no. Just
Well, that's
some armor maybe
Armor
the
replacement stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say
yeah.
expected armor level, like
Probably,
T-34s.
AFM. Thank you.
All right. Any last questions? Any? None? All right, Space.
Alright. For cast requests, the way it's gonna work is that the PLs will be on 5-0. I will be on 5-0. So when you have a cast request, you pass it up to me. I will coordinate with the pilots. We will be placing some marks on map. If you look on the map, top right corner, we're gonna use purple marks. You can mark precise targets with an objective right on top of the target. It will also have a number, for example, Alpha 1, something like that. And we can also place target zones. So if you see a purple zone, don't walk in it. If you do that, you will end up purpled. Is that clear?
Yep.
Rather end up black. Come on.
Okay. Then also for smoke grenades, you're very welcome to use blue, green, purple smokes. So you mark your positions as usual. It will help everyone to PID. But if you intend to use a red smoke to mark an enemy, please coordinate with me first. Because if we have two different red smokes, it's gonna be difficult for us to figure out which one exactly we want to hit.
Can we just say red smoke's only for Alt4?
Yeah.
It's not hard, folks. Don't flow reds if you're not throwing it at an Alt4.
I have
So are you suggesting that the TACP VAC is going to smoke, or the PL smoke, and that for targets only? Is that what you're saying?
Preferably, yes, because we should coordinate. It's
Yes.
fine if you're asking me and I tell you, go ahead, place the smoke.
Mhm.
I just want to avoid that we have two different teams placing red smokes left and right.
Yeah, makes sense.
And I have also a good supply of red smokes.
I suggest if you need to use something to target locally, use purple because it's one that's not going to be confused for friendly. Just
Purple's
say
mass cast.
I'm aware of that, but it's the only other option we're packing than green or blue.
Yep.
So
and
if
it's
you
the
want
least
to...
used out of the three remaining options, if that makes sense.
Yeah, fair.
Right, and also when you want to help me figure out a location for a target, don't place directly an objective, so the cross mark on map. Place a dot, and I will look it up, and I will transform it in an objective when I pass it up to the pilots. Make sense?
Okay, so dot for our target, it becomes an objective when you figured out where it is.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Last thing, landing zones. If you want a landing zone, also coordinate on 5-0, request the LZ, and I will be placing the mark.
Would you like a specific color for the mark? Red, black?
I will be placing all the marks for the pilots. They're going to be in purple. So generally, I will place the LZs. But if you're telling me, okay, I have a good LZ, then I will tell you, go ahead, mark it on map.
Yeah, just to double check, would you like us to, when we're using single dots, should we put them in purple just to make them nice and this is aircraft for you? Hello?
Yes, that will be easier
Okay.
for me to figure out.
Yep, AFM.
Okay.
Other thing we can do is actually remove your markers once we're done with them as well, because you can look them up on the map a bit quicker.
Oh yes, and once you see effect on a target, if that's good effect, we don't need to repeat. You're also free to directly delete target. Alright, any questions?
Just one
comment.
statement, 2 more upstairs to come in, so got Gand and Jackal waiting upstairs.
Also, one comment. Please also call it up when you've got respawn so that they know that there are people waiting over here at base. We need reinserts.
Right.
Question.
Oh, respawns and resupplies. We
That
have
was my
resupplies.
question.
There you go.
Both should have some resupply already, unless they lose their boats.
Hey, your post got.
Which is possible because armor.
Yeah, from
Post
yeah.
pretty
So
much got one of everything right now except for ammo.
Just to
Yeah,
get,
so we have 8 crates of supplies that we can deliver also with helicopters.
I think, yeah, so I think the point Sertuan was trying to make is make sure squad leaders, if your people go down, tell him to expect them. Otherwise, he'll just be sat there waiting, and everyone else will be waiting at base, and nobody
Should
will.
we go and run over to the boats and let the 2 catch up?
Alright, no other questions. Let's get moving. Hotel is leading tonight.
Hey, firm, moving out.
Hotel to the westernmost boat, please.
Good luck.
Of the Condor. Do we have...
Hey, Kelso, what radio channels do I need to be on?
There is a
hang on.
truck right next to the helos.
Yeah, but if
JTAC. He's got
175 for you and me, and local talk.
Good luck on that, mate.
And 75 will be for JTAC.
Okay, 7.5 long range?
Yeah, 7.5 long range, and then short range is going to be 175.
Copy.
Well, I thought if I'm correct, all of that prepare me for those. It makes me capable as engineer with the toolkit to full repair instead of partial repair. That's all it does, I'm pretty sure.
I'm gonna put a
And JTAC, Hermes 1.
Loud and clear. I am on the right gun.
Roger, we can talk locally. We'll use 175 to talk to the other bird, Hermes 2.
Copy.
Unless it gets too loud, you know.
Right. Whatever, reminds me, let me put my earplugs in now.
JTAC, Hermes 1 is in the aircraft ready to spool. That's your call.
Same for Hermes 2.
Copy, White 1. Hermes flight, JTAC, hold on, we're gonna get moving, and I'll clear you to take off.
Roger. Hermes 2, Hermes 1.
Go ahead.
My gunner's in the right gunner slot, so we'll be starting with right-hand orbits. I'll get on station. I'll launch first to gain altitude above your 0 to 250 feet, or 250 meters.
Copy.
Well, this should be fun.
Oh, yeah.
Again, from being in that gunner seat, making a stable platform for you is going to be my job when you're doing the shooting.
Copy.
So if you're looking around and you see vehicles approaching, you can call them up directly on 75 to JTAC, and he can inform everybody. Okay?
JTAC Hermes 2, do you want us to maybe also scout ahead so that you don't run into any nasty surprises unexpected?
Stand by.
7.5 radio check.
Hermes, JTAC, you're clear to take off and proceed slightly ahead of the boats. So if you can spot any enemy positions, let us know.
Roger, Hermes 1, copy.
Hermes 2 safe.
And Hermes 2, I'll let you know when I'm spooled up and when I start lifting. I'm gonna go max straight up first.
Yeah.
And give you... I'll go up first. And when I have 100 meters or so, I'll advise you to rise. That way you can get to your altitude below me.
Yeah, I got that.
And one lifting. Hermes 2, you can lift now. I'm above 100 meters. And climbing.
Copy. Lifting. I'm gonna get scouting.
Roger. Okay, I see them shooting already.
Yeah, there's an island where they have compacts.
And I'm moving forward now. You're ahead of me, correct?
Yes. We're gonna stop for the island.
Okay, buddy, I'm gonna be nice and slow. We've got a lot of scouting probably to do first.
Roger that. Eyes on friendly boats.
Roger, I'll keep them on your side. Looks like they're shooting all around them.
JTAC, we're now landing on the island and we're gonna clear it.
Roger, copy.
Copy. Alright, so I'm gonna establish orbit now.
Roger, right hand orbit.
Yeah, sorry.
Hermes, JTAC.
I got targets on the island there.
I think we have the island. Keep eyes out of the island for any reinforcements.
I already
reinforcements.
ready to fire from southwest and northeast.
Copy, southwest, northeast.
From island.
River itself looks clear.
Hermes 2, Hermes 1. Cert 1, Kelso.
Go ahead.
I'll be gunship, and I'll advise when you take over gunship. Your job is reinserts at this point.
Yeah, I'm researching that. Researching some of that.
Okay. I found that nice high altitude is great for spotting.
Yep. I got a great view.
Hermes, JTAC.
Hermes 1.
Hermes 1, go.
Fire mission. Rockets northeast of the island are running from the south direction, northwest.
Roger, I'm looking at smoke, white smoke in that area, is that correct?
Stand by. White smoke is hostile, cleared hot.
No eyes on the white smoke.
Roger, inbound from the west.
I'm inbound, which means Hotel, stay out of your way.
3 rounds, moving off. JTAC, Hermes 1, 3 rounds expended.
Hermes, JTAC, hold for now.
Roger, Hermes 1 holding fire. JTAC advised if my gunner can open up on that area as well.
Hermes, JTAC, good effect, fire mission over.
Roger, fire mission over, holding fire. You can hear that, correct?
Yep.
Perfect. I like this. We keep Junior down low. And,
yep.
we don't kill anybody. We'll walk down the hill and fuck them all. How's that?
That sounds like a plan to me.
It's pretty. I like doing this stuff, man.
This is my first time trying it. Rizet wasn't feeling good today, so he asked me to do it for him.
Yeah. He's sure he's got strep. I asked him if the $20 was worth it.
I'm not cleared to fire, correct?
Correct. Hold fire until we get another mission.
Right.
I guess my 3 rounds did what they needed, so.
I totally forgot you had rockets on here, and I was thinking, I don't even see the white smoke.
Yeah, after being a gunner, I like this wide view where you can watch everything.
Oh, yeah.
If you see any vehicles, once you get into the town, just you can call them up to JTAC yourself. Maybe he'll give us permission to fire on them.
Okay. Yeah, I've been keeping an eye on the river for any boats coming or along the shores for any vehicles.
Hermes 1, go.
You are a target on the southeast of the island. Suppression with guns.
Roger, stand by for Hermes 1.
I'll try to be out of your way. Gonna extend a bit.
They want me firing on the island itself, right?
Negative. Check southeast of the island. Check your map, and you'll see a purple square thingy.
Hermes, JTAC, mark moved slightly east.
Map moves. Check the map.
Yeah, I'm
Check
checking
out
the map. Oh, I see it. Yeah.
Or so around to get a mark on.
Say again, Hermes 2.
I saw an encampment for us. One moment, I'm getting around to the market.
Copy.
Alright, wait one, I'm gonna mark. Alright, look at those marks.
Reloading.
The camp there, I have spotted a camp there, so the campfire which is on, so I'm guessing it's active.
Yeah, I had the campfire in view for a second, but it's hidden by the trees.
Stand by 1 second. Stand by. JTAC, Hermes 2, cancel that. There's a blue equipment there. Hermes 2, you're not marking anything, okay?
That's Overlords. That's Zeus. He is
Hermes 1, JTAC, I'm fine with pilots marking any assets on map.
Roger, copy.
Yeah,
There's
there was
no-
just a bit of...
The only mark that was there was right over the blue asset.
And I think the Zeus curve was a bit confusing.
Yeah, Hermes 2, even though you're clear for that, let's pay attention to comms and letting things go a little bit slower tonight. Let's focus on safety.
Yeah.
Hermes, JTAC,
Hermes 1, go.
can you set up an orbit around camp mark on map, southeast?
We're taking rounds. Yeah, I can see where it's coming from too, but I can't get a shot at it towards our rear.
Okay. We're taking rounds from the ground. Stand by. We'll mark where they are.
I can put in some rounds where they're coming from.
Negative. Mark it.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Get on the map.
JTAC, my gunner is marking.
Is that a red dot or red or blue?
Purple dot.
Copy. Hold fire for now.
Alright, purple dot's where the fire was coming from.
Might be the camp
Hold
south.
fire. Hold fire.
Holding fire.
Heard JTAC. Okay, our mark is down. We're holding fire until you call.
Hermes, JTAC, I don't see your new mark.
He doesn't see your new mark.
It's in global, it's in purple.
I don't see a purple map.
Check
it's
the
on-
channel
no,
deep
that's
with mark on.
Guns. You're on the island.
Yeah, that's where the shots are coming from.
With purple mark on the island. Guns were said we were getting shot at from that mark. No.
Yeah, because I was watching the traces come up from it.
Copy, weapon.
Insert one when I'm talking to JTAC, let him respond. If you have any questions for me and we're trying to identify stuff, let's just keep the air clear. Copy.
Spotted any ground vehicles or anything like that.
Camp on the southeast has been cleared. You're good to move your orbit towards a hotel on the river.
Roger. Hermes 1 moving to orbit on hotel on the river.
Should I remove the mark from the map that I put down?
Affirmative. Map.
Deleted.
Okay, so we're going to orbit the 2 boats there. Keep an eye on the bill in front of them. Man, I really hate dealing with this fucking map and aircraft.
Not that easy, huh?
No, it's not. Not with Junior talking when he should shut the fuck up. Probably will be getting a fire mission here in a minute. Based on the exchange below.
Wow, I can actually see troops from here.
Yeah.
There's 2 more boats coming up.
We'll probably not get another fire mission until we get the HVT.
fighting troops along that tree line.
Yeah.
Hermes, to make sure to communicate on 7575, not 50.
Yeah, I'm just trying to declog stuff which is not interesting to the other helicopter people.
Hermes 2, Hermes 1.
Go ahead.
Just proper comms procedures is only what's necessary. Comments otherwise aren't necessary or wanted. Copy. And this is our frequency only.
And not seeing anything.
Nope.
You see my dilemma?
Yeah.
I wish we could get a smarter person involved in helicopters. Not ones that tends to spout off every 5 seconds.
Yeah. I tried flying one of these things, and it was pretty comical.
Huh?
I did manage to completely flip it over and land on my helicopter blades.
Hermes, Jedi.
Go for Hermes 1.
Go for Hermes 1.
As it's getting dark, we have a resupply of NVGs marked on map as NVG drop-off. There's enough room for one helicopter to land at a time. Let me know when you're coming in, and I will put a smoke for you.
Roger, seen on map.
Roger, eyes on. We're going to descend. And Hermes 2, stay off the approach, please. I'm circling down, and we'll be coming in from the east.
Copy, I'm getting out of your way.
Yeah, head to the west. Give us a couple of clicks, 2-3 clicks.
LVMVG is marked on map.
Roger, inside, on the way. a couple circles here to get some altitude.
Yeah, the way I see it, if I don't, as long as I don't kill the HVT and I don't cap any of our troops, I'm having a good day.
Hermes 1, if you do a right 10, it will be more flat.
Okay, let's go.
You're good, you're stable.
Okay, got mine.
You disconnected?
You inside?
Yep, I'm in. Did you want me on any particular side or?
Negative. You just pick the side you want.
Copy.
Go ahead.
Did you see if Hermes 2 had a disconnect or a crash?
I'll look for fire or smoke. Goodbye.
Well, he's still on TeamSpeak. So he didn't crash out of armor.
JTAC, I don't see a fire. I don't see smoke. I can't tell you.
Copy, yeah, I have eyes on
I see shooting though.
a hotel are on the way to your crash site.
I just saw traces coming up from our 2 o'clock.
Stand by.
There they are.
Crash. Yeah, I see MG fire also. I don't know what he's shooting at.
Looks like he's shooting up in the air.
Stand by.
Hermes 1, Hermes, JTAC, be advised, Hermes 2 KIA.
Roger. I've got MG fire coming from north of the island. It looks like it's shooting up in the air, but for no reason.
1, J-Tank looks like shot 1 has a DP, so he brings that he's gonna have a new helicopter.
Roger, copy. Roger, copy. We've got machine gun fire on the mainland north of the island from that little bill. Just
copy. Could you place an approximate mark?
I actually put it down already, and I was going to call it out after hit Hermes 1 and land, and then it crashed out.
Copy, Hermes 2, you have a new helicopter shot.
Yes, it's already absolutely.
Hermes 1, J-Tank, disregard the contact on the east side, we're gonna focus on objective 1.
copy. Yeah, I've got the red contact here. That's where the gunfire was coming from.
Inbound. Hermes is heading for LVNCT.
J-Tank.
Hermes 2 heard.
Copy.
Could you advise where the NCTs are at?
NDCs 25 meters south of LVNDC mark.
Copy.
Take your time. It's pretty dark down there.
No, I'm already on the path and I'm returning.
Copy, Hermes 2, you're going for the ringside, correct?
Yes.
Thank you.
Pulling up now.
Hermes 1, J-Tank.
Hermes 1, go ahead.
Establish an orbit around objective 1.
Copy. Run. Okay, that's the real 2 o'clock coming 3 o'clock now.
Roger, the one that's got the helipad directly below us.
J-Tank, Hermes 2, you got any...
Yeah, we're taking... I've seen shots come out of there. Am I cleared to fire?
Negative. Did you hear the... No, we're not firing anything until we get clear.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm itching to shoot something.
2 JTAC make the landing close to hotel landing.
Bottom line is we don't see anything until we're cleared by JTAC. If we see something, we can call it up to them, but we don't shoot until we get clear because the HVT can be there.
Yeah, right, roger.
We're going to see all kinds of action in there. Like having box seats.
Yeah, really.
Mark on map on the LV Romeo.
The DTM gas speed?
Pretty big booms going on down there.
Heavy 1 JTAC.
JTAC is 1.
Request fire mission. Target is one-time tank. North side of the river. Marked on map. Alpha 2. They're hot.
Park scene.
Setting up for a run.
Just tell me from a fracture so that they know where not to go.
Copy Hermes 1, proceed with caution. There might be multiple enemies just on the right of the mark.
Yes, just stay south. We're going to get away from that bill and the work, please.
Copy, turning.
That area, you can see the tank?
No, I couldn't see. Went over too quick and it was like really almost underneath the aircraft. It's smoking.
Yeah, you see something smoking down there.
Yep, it's smoking.
Stand by, let me talk to JTAC.
Heavy 1, JTAC, a risk fire mission. I see the tank is still active, it's just on the road. Good effect on other footmobiles on the right of the tank. Rockets were slightly long, make them closer to the river.
Roger. This thing's not a precision shooter.
By a 60-foot mobile on the right of the mark. The tank is still up.
Yeah, I got a good eye on the tank. It's still up.
Yeah. Can you hear JTAC?
Yes.
Okay. Then he's talking to me. Don't talk over him.
Roger. Explosion. I think it was destroyed.
Number 2. Hermes 1, stand by.
A good effect on the last run as the tank was taken out by Hotel Farmish.
Roger, I've got a little bit of damage.
Copy, what's your ammo status, Hermes 1?
Hermes 1 is okay now, and 23 rockets.
Copy, Hermes 1. I just saw some movement and the cam next to the tank. Wait 1 for your mark.
Roger.
Hermes 1, daytime. Target marked on map. Alpha 3. Go for guns.
Roger. Same fill, correct? Right where the tank was?
Yeah, just on the right of the tank, there's a campfire. I foresee some movement in the camp.
Stand by. It's going to take me a second, at least one rotation to get altitude down, having fixed my issue here.
Copy, advise when you're on approach. We have units on the move. They're gonna go across the river.
JTAC coming to helicopter spotted with collision lights on. Is inbound for objective 1. Inbound for landing.
Having crew, JTAC, you say you're going to pick up Vincent?
No, we just had a helicopter stopping off at objective 1.
Copy. Hermes 1, cancel pilot. Hermes 2, I see Vincent back at base. Can go pick them up.
Copy. Hermes 1, cancel pilot.
Copy.
be advised we have technical difficulties here. I'm squared away now.
Copy. Stand by.
JTAC, Hermes 1, do we have another helicopter in the AO?
I spotted that one earlier.
I'm talking to JTAC. JTAC, Hermes 1, do we have a third helicopter in the AO?
Stand by, not to my knowledge.
I called it out earlier.
JTAC, additional friendly helicopters from the police are bringing reinforcements to the objective.
Roger. Thank you very much. Hermes 2, stay off the radio unless it's talking. Is that clear? Guy?
That's funny, I just watched one of the boats run on top of the other.
I see another helicopter. You know, sometimes I wish you could fly, because we don't need stupid retards flying helicopters.
Well, the reason I'm not flying is because right now my desk, I need a new desk, and my flight controls, when I set them up and I sit in the chair, it's too high off the ground, makes my legs swell up and everything, but I'm getting a new desk. And hopefully I'm going to be able to start flying again, so maybe I might give it a shot.
Okay. Well, expect a couple hundred hours before you can be mission capable, but this kid's mission capable, but he just won't shut the fuck up and understand what procedures do, so we're not all fucking around, talking, burning, radio is cash. You can't spend it just because you want to insert bullshit. Nobody's fucking talking to him. And he's talking.
Yeah, he does talk quite a bit. I mean, even when he's on the ground, he's on the radio and talking and everything. That's the way he is. But I understand exactly what you're saying, and you're right.
Need a little bit of, I'm not a...
Hermes 1 to attack.
Never. Hermes 1, go.
We still got any movement at the same emplacement now marked Alpha 4 on map. Careful again.
Copy. I'm out of position. It will take me about a minute to get around.
Copy. Looks like it might be just one or two enemies. Not high urgency.
Roger. Am I clear to expend 3 rockets on that? Just spread them out.
Go for guns with the rocket.
Roger. Okay, put a personal mark over that purple X. I'll give you a position around it. Go for guns for that mark.
Copy.
And you've done this before. You want to shoot behind where you want to hit.
Copy.
JTAC, we're on the move. Fire mission complete.
Okay, can't sponge.
I was going to say, I didn't even take a shot.
Roger, copy. We're holding fire and we'll save it.
Hermes, move up with Hotel Mark, moving on the river.
Roger, en route.
Up.
Okay, move your personal mark to the LZ in front of where they are.
Hermes, JTAC.
Go for Hermes.
Request formation, rocket south side of the bank marked with area. Suggest running from the west.
I'll keep south of that area.
Copy, all getting in position for the run. I'll be in the left bank, turn in. I was completely on the wrong side.
JTAC, can we do, I just took RPG fire, I'll mark on the map.
Light them up.
Hermes 1, JTAC, good effect, fire mission complete.
Roger. Good effect, fireman. Need more stuff for my door gun. Start to point the gun at me.
Copy, Hermes 1.
Mind if we light that up unless you have something else?
Hermes 1, JTAC, you are clear to open fire with guns on the south side of the bank, marked purple circle.
Okay, got it. Take that purple circle, put your personal mark down and light it up.
Roger. Reloading. Guns up. Reloading.
20 boxes, yeah.
This one and one more.
Yeah, just hang on to it then.
Roger.
JTAC Hermes 1, complete with a gun.
JTAC, copy. Stand by, we're still waiting for HVT. Once we have the HVT, we'll give you more information.
JTAC, we've got 2 boxes of machine gun ammo and 20 rockets.
Copy.
We still got the other side door gun too.
We've got 6 boxes total of ammo at 250 per.
Copy, 6 boxes.
That complex out our right door is going to be everything. Once they pick up the HVT, they'll clear some stuff and give us a chance to blow some shit up.
Roger that.
I know this time it's not as fun, but would like to invite you again as a door gunner.
Well, thank you very much. I'm kind of enjoying it.
Yeah, you get to watch the action, gun runs, rocket runs.
Yeah.
I wish we had a bird with a better fucking target. Hermes 1, go.
Besides, we have the HVT. We are now establishing a secure perimeter. Standby orbit around the objective Alpha 2 marker.
Hermes, I see alphas. I don't see an Alpha 2 marker.
Copy, just orbit the objective we're on. Commander. Stand by for now. We're interrogating the HVT.
Are they transporting the HVT or are we picking them up?
No, they're interrogating them now. We'll let certain one do that. We'll stay with our guns.
Right.
Coming to JTAC.
Go ahead.
We have one-time ringside update.
Copy. Moving.
Hermes 2 JTAC, disregard.
Copy.
Down there?
Say again?
You see anything interesting down there? Are they moving around?
Nah, the only thing I see is Hermes 2.
There are all our people right there in that mill area.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're a little too high for me to be able to spot personnel.
I'll bring us down a little bit, give you something to look at.
Yeah, I've been more kind of looking around outside the area to make sure nothing's coming in on them.
Roger. How about that? Better?
Yeah, that's a lot better. That area I raked over looks pretty quiet.
Yeah. You see the little ants running around there. All busy.
White smoke. Is that a helicopter landing?
No,
it's
come up loud.
Having to JTAC.
Go ahead.
Expect request for extract in a minute.
Copy.
Yeah, somebody threw off some smoke. I see people running around down there, but I don't see no shooting.
Hermes 2 JTAC coming for landing at El Papa was loaded previously.
I'll flight us to the helipad.
Copy. Middle of the road looks a bit more clear than the helipad.
Hermes 2 down.
That was nice bounce.
Hermes 2, they're loaded. Head to the top.
Where do I bring him?
Back to base.
Copy. Copy.
Alright, Hermes safely airborne.
Roger.
Hermes 1 JTAC.
Hermes 1, go.
You're clear to proceed to objective Bravo 1, establish an orbit, look for targets, and you're clear to open fire. I will advise when friendly units are coming in on close.
I don't see anything purple except LC Papa.
Copy, check objective Bravo 1, marked on map, 500 meters north of your location. So this is a general area, we don't have yet target information for you.
Roger. Bravo 1. Moving. Okay, switch to the left side. You'll have more ammo in case you probably get some calls out here.
Copy on the left gun.
You'll have more boxes available if we need to start lighting them up a lot.
Yeah, I got a box loaded and 4 spares. Am I clear to open fire?
Negative. We've got friendlies going over there. We'll get call-outs then. I'll give you the clearance to fire when I get it. Okay. We've got 6 boxes of ammo at the left door and 20 rockets.
Copy. Heavens 1 JTAC, I see friendlies are now 300 meters from objective. Suggest that you're getting close and expect fire missions.
Copy.
Okay, we're gonna get a little bit closer. We're gonna get some fire missions coming up.
Roger.
JTAC Hammer 2, captures have safely been delivered.
That one area has me concerned. I know it's not a SAM site, but it sure looks like it.
While you fly over direct on top of target and look for possible targets. Copy that. Copy that. Stop.
Fire, open fire, light them up.
Multiple troops on the ground. Have your pieces pulled off. We're getting distance so we can start a gun run.
Stand by, we're placing phase line.
Hold fire.
Copy, holding fire.
Based on muscle flashes, we had a lot of people lighting us up.
Yep. Yeah, we had quite a bit of stuff come flying by.
Yeah, when you hear JTAC call,
Heavens 1, JTAC request fire mission marked Hotel 1 on map, running from northeast. Rocket.
Clearing here, Paul.
Copy inbound.
Heavens 2 JTAC request ring charge at
Copy. Light them up. Ten rockets expended. Going gun. Go for that baseball diamond there, or whatever that fucking thing is. Anything inside that, shoot it.
Yeah.
Hemis, JTAC, hold fire.
Am I Am I close enough to shoot now, or am I too far?
Hold fire. Hold fire.
Holding fire.
You have 7-5 on long range.
Yes, I do.
Okay, so you're hearing him talk, correct?
Yes, I am.
Okay, when you hear him talk, you stop talking.
Roger.
Hermes 1, we've got 10 rockets left.
Copy.
I think we suppressed the fuck out of him.
Hermes 1, JTAC suggests tight orbit over the objective for potential gun engagement.
Roger.
Hermes 2 inbound with green turret.
Copy, Hermes 2.
Hermes Tour, stay away from our objective over here. We're going to be closer and lower. Copy.
And you're hearing all that chatter.
Yes, sir.
Okay, just about in position for a tight orbit.
Roger, let me know when I'm clear.
This is about as tight as nothing I wanted, so we've got that nice open space there.
Yeah.
JTAC, we've got a clear view at this altitude and this distance. We're ready to go anytime you are.
Copy. Looks like we don't have any targets for now.
Roger, stand by. We'll stand by at this altitude and this distance.
Copy.
Yeah, I saw a lot of fire going into that area.
Oh, that's good. Just so it's not coming up without us.
One area I see it shooting back, but that seems to be it.
Yeah, well, they've got a lot of firepower from our guys down there. Just let them do what they want to do.
Right. Yeah.
JTAC, Hermes 1, JTAC.
Cool.
We have enemy contact northeast side of the enemy bunkers. If you see any units outside on the northeast, you're clear to open fire.
Roger, that's where I was seeing the fire.
Roger, we will fire on anybody shooting in this general direction from the northeast, outside of the open land, correct? Where those white buildings are.
Hold the Hermes 1.
Roger, holding fire.
Yeah, they're firing out of that little circle that sticks off to the right side. I think I see a tank. I'm not sure.
Can't get you.
It is in the field about 50 meters southeast outside that wall. It's a vehicle, but I can't see if it's operational or...
Yeah, we don't know what they picked up in the field, so we'll just wait for a call.
Roger. That definitely looks like a tank.
Problem with the thing. The sighting on this thing is black. Dark.
Yeah.
If I shoot a bird shot for sniper target.
Yeah, I got a good look at it now. It's definitely a tank.
Okay, Gunner's got a tank in view. Where you clear it to, can you locate it? And we'll mark it.
Not heard. Say again.
Gunner's found a tank in view. I don't see it. Can you mark it if you can locate it?
Copy. I have eyes on a tank just to the south of the enemy fortress. It's already disabled.
Roger, thank you.
Yeah, that's the one I was seeing.
Go.
I have a fire mission for you north side of the fortress. Wait for Mark running with rockets.
Roger, advise when Mark is down.
Hermes JTAC, target area marked Alpha 7, running from west.
Roger, copy, and turning in now.
Copy.
What's your personal mark over that purple thing?
Copy, done. Am I clear to fire if I have a target?
We've got people close in there. Put your mark on it and shoot at the mark.
Roger.
JTAC, we've got 4 rockets left. Can you give us PDA?
Copy, Hermes. Good impact. New target, Alpha 8, marked on map, tank.
Eyes on target.
Hermes 1 is Winchester Rockets. I've got plenty of 762 left.
Copy.
Hermes 2 still green on rockets, if you wish.
JTAC, we clear guns.
Copy. Clear guns, clear rockets, all 5, all 5.
Okay, guns, go.
Stand by. We're going to make one more run, and then you're going to take over Cass.
Reloading.
Copy.
Back online.
Hold it down and just move cams quickly. We're going to go back to rearm.
Roger.
Just spray the whole thing in there. You have to shoot behind the target for them to land.
Right.
That's your personal mark on that thing, correct?
Yeah, I got my personal, that's what I'm aiming at.
Light them up.
Reloading.
The next box, I want you to hold the fire button down. Just light them up.
Right. Reloading. Guns back.
Go.
Reloading. Guns back. That was the last reload. Alright, we're out of ammo.
Hermes 2, take over Cass for RTB.
Copy.
JTAC, we're out of the area for now. You can have Hermes 2 handle any further stuff for now. I don't hear. Hope you.
No, me neither.
Hopefully you didn't kill Spain.
Hermes 1, Spartan 7-5.
Spartan, go.
Be advised, JTAC is down. We do have enemy tanks at our location. We are pushing west to get a clear from the current marker.
Roger. I am RTB, Winchester. Hermes 2 is on station as replacement Cass.
Copy that.
I've got eyes on one tank, northwest of Castle Compound. Is that what you're talking about?
A firm Hermes 2.
Alright, you want me to go missile rockets or is it too close?
Stand by Hermes 2. We just had a tank try to do a stunt at the location.
Yeah, see, that was the one that was talking about. It's down now.
I switched to the right gun.
Roger. You can stand down. We're going to go land in the free arm.
Roger.
Get third person. Tell me when my tail is clear to descend.
I'm going to have to get out of the gun to get the third person, I think. Oh, no, there, I got it. God damn it, won't let me. Oh, there it goes. Alright, you're clear.
Third person. And I've got this little flag, whatever the fuck it is.
Now past the HESCO.
Copy. Any specific direction?
Roger. West to east is confirmed. West to east. Friendlies are in the west section. Pass.
Copy. Copy. Making turn.
Can you rearm and refuel, please? I gotta go pee. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no problem. Hey, what's up, Sledge?
Inbound.
Copy that, Hermes 2. Blue smoke on west side by friendlies. It's hard to see with night vision.
Looks like you need the fuel too.
He only said ammo, but
Tika missed the first one.
I don't see any fuel here.
Roger that, Hermes 2.
What, you beam his eyes?
yeah, he's gone to the men's room. I just reloaded the ammo, but I don't see where to get any fuel.
No, I was asking if you're being Kelso's eyes.
Oh, yeah.
We're getting our ass.
Repeating.
Fucking tank. I'm looking for AT round, and all of a sudden, damn, I run into space. He's completely out of blood. He's about to bleed out.
Oh,
I
jeez.
start giving him blood, and all of a sudden, I ask Stupid to help him medically, and I get shot by a damn tank.
Hermes 2, clear on the second cache location.
Oh, Christ. We came in there, we took out a couple of tanks, and then we gunned the place up pretty good.
Seems like the first cache is difficult to spell from west, so I'll need another go.
Oh.
Never mind. Never mind.
Oh, I wanted to do that.
Well.
Yikes.
Before we start, if I may, just for a moment, let me guess. For you guys, it was pitch black.
Nope.
We got MVGs.
Well, I mean, like, without MVGs.
Not me.
No,
no.
not pitch black, it's just dim.
Yeah, it wasn't bad at all.
Because I had perfectly fine vision without MVGs. I didn't need them the entire mission.
Yeah, me too. It wasn't bad at all.
I would like flashlights.
Okay, briefing, guys.
All right, Condor.
Yeah.
I'll start it off. That was an excellent mission. I enjoyed it. Pretty good balance of contacts in the tree lines along the river, and we dealt with them perfectly good. Everyone did excellent, and we actually managed to secure a rifleman that wasn't the HVT, so we had 2 being interrogated now. So, excellent work, everyone. So I'll hand it off to squads. I'll start with Hydra.
Yeah, pretty good. We blasted up the river, blew some crap up. Really good coordination with Hades, just moving our boats around each other to kind of not piss off people, and then when they were pissed off, we kind of crawl around the corner and blew them up, and really good. I can't think if I got fucked by a tank at one point, but we dealt with it. I don't know. I don't really have too much to add, to be honest. I'm still a bit kind of haven't had time to collect my thoughts, but it was a good mission. I enjoyed it. Thank you.
Excellent. Hades.
Yeah, pretty much the same thing. Good coordination. I was having a bit of trouble hearing things, but I think that's a problem on my end with TeamSpeak and my headset. But yeah, good coordination, good comms. Fucked a lot of people up.
If Pritch talk, he said something about audio issue. No, sorry. Excellent. And we'll go to who in charge of Apollo Alpha.
We just ran Alpha as one big blob squad.
All right. Well, you want to tell them how it was?
Oh yeah, it went very nicely actually. Minimal casualties. We were expecting to get shot at from the banks, and we did. So we slammed the boat into the bank of the river quite hard a couple of times. Luckily, armor doesn't do the thing where it blows everything up when you do that. We slammed into contact, fought it, won, got back on the boat, slammed into contact, fought it, won, got back on the boat. Not to make it sound uninteresting, it was a very fun mission, but that was it was a bit of a rinse and repeat. We coordinated very well with the JTAC and CAS coming in, making sure that we weren't getting conflicted and getting shot by our own air support. We did a great job with that. I think Hotel did as well. The map marking clarity was excellent. Everyone knew exactly what they were supposed to be doing. And thanks to my squad leads for being a good 2 and 3 IC respectively, keeping everything organised when I went to the toilet. That's all.
All right, Red.
Yeah, really good mission. Have to hand it to Pritch and Grinkle tonight, who were my squad leads. They took my plan and executed well. Again, thanks to Nez for coming to my assistance while I was taking a dirt nap, as I discovered and found a BTR, but it cut me down. And then I faced a glitch. I'm going to post an image of what I was looking at. It didn't respawn me. It put me in like anyway, you'll see in the video the image.
It had everyone.
I had to actually quit and then come back to respawn, and I was totally unaware that was, if that was normal, I was totally unaware of it for this mission. Mission itself, excellent mission, good storyline, good operations. Kind of about the fact that it was getting dark and we were going NVGs, but it turned out okay anyway. Working in the dark, the limited arsenal made it very interesting. And once we lost one of our boats, the guys were able to cross-load. Unfortunately, with my my respawn, I did not spend any time cross-loading what I originally had, but that was okay. At that point, it was just command and control for the rest of the night. Found the HVT from intel gathered from Nez's interrogation. We found that last objective, went in, frags out, and had a good knife fight there at the end.
Excellent, excellent. Space from JTech.
Yes, yeah, I think we had excellent coordination, notably at the beginning of the mission. Was really great. As soon as we started taking contacts, we got requests for cast run-ins on the northeast of the bank. We hit them up. I think we hit them hard. Worked really great. We repeated many missions for rockets, mainly because it was difficult to spot very well the position of our enemies. And I think it was maybe a quiet night for our gunner. I tried to find some targets, but between the fact that we had to hold hitting on buildings and other positions until we found the HVT, and the fact that it's really hard to find good targets, we didn't have many calls for guns. So that might be something to take in consideration for the mission design. If we want to get a gunship with gunners, we should consider having quite open rules of engagement. And yeah, I think so that worked really well. I like that people did their best for requesting the fire missions, making marks on the map, which I could then review, adjust, and then call in for Hermes. We also had very good coordination, I think, for all the requests to reinsert people. So I think that's very positive.
Awesome. And Hermes 1?
I really enjoyed this. It was so much nicer having everybody funnel through JTAC so that we weren't worried about pulling the trigger. I wasn't worried about pulling the trigger. I'd get BDA and was able to save a lot of rockets until the end when we needed them, until we went Winchester. We coordinated real well with Hermes 2, with factoring elevations, clearing him for one, me for a second one, and I was real pleased.
Hermes 2?
Yeah, just it's transporting. You guys did really well with not dying, as I only a few times inserted single people. So you did well in not getting wiped. Further, I took over Cass right near the end, where I was hitting the second cache, but I was missing the first. But yeah, quiet mission, this one.
Sorry, I'll add also just one more quick comment. I think I could maybe have done a better job of communicating back to the platoons when I had the fire mission set. I tried to do it, but sometimes with the workload, I forget to tell you when the CAS is going in and once the CAS mission is over.
Something to work on. All right. And Condor, good for you. Then
Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it, guys. A couple of things. First thing about the respawn, it wasn't. I mean, it was like globally. I don't know what happened there. I tried to set up a new spawn points. It didn't fix the problem, so I don't know what happened there. Sorry about that.
That'll have been on the build level.
Yeah, it's probably
it's
attributes.
weird. I don't know. Yeah. For the end part, I knew that there was going to probably be a couple of issues, some guys getting clipped or something at the trenches, but I hope it looked nice. The part where you needed to defend it, that trench, it looked good from my perspective. I hope you enjoyed it. And last comment about what about what Space said. I mean, the rules for the engagement and the rules on the map were already set. So maybe I I wouldn't take in a gunner on the helos. So yeah, that's something that must be considered next time. So yeah, thank you very much. Hope you enjoy it.
All right, Wolf, you got a comment?
Yeah, so this whole mission was it was great, but it was all predicated on the fact that Bad Ron hadn't paid the HVT's mum. That tells me that we need to promote Bad Ron because he obviously needs more money.
Yep.
No. What it is we need to keep Badron from having liberty, so he can't go out on town. So we'll keep that in mind next time. Grinkle?
Fuck, I can't remember what my first comment was now. Oh, right, yeah, no, I remember. Apologies to Gun. Wait, one sec. Words in my head. Apologies to Gimpy for cancelling your airstrike. I simply heard over the radio purple exclamation mark inbound, etc., and
No,
looked
it's
at the
fine.
map, and we were on one. Yep. So I just think it just highlights the importance of deleting landmarks, and everybody else, don't be afraid to make that call in the future. Better to be safe than sorry. You know what I mean? It takes Gimpy 5 minutes or a minute to set up another airstrike, but it takes us 20 minutes to put ourselves back together again after
Yeah,
we
you would
blown
have
up
had
the
a shitty
cast.
time if you were actually there. I checked the map and
Yeah.
saw that your marker was up to the north and not the south. I was like, oh, no, I was wrong.
Yeah. I cancelled it, and then I heard some more stuff over the radio that kind of put more perspective on, and then I realised you were actually ordering it south. And then when we sorted it out, it was all good.
Yep.
And as for the fortification, as somebody got swallowed by the fort, you know what I mean? It was
Couple of
kind
guys,
of
yeah.
It was kind of unexpected, but you teleported me back in. You had no issues, you know what I mean? We kind of skipped the respawn process because it was a clear armor shit, and we were back in the fight within 30 seconds. And as you said, it looked good. It was a nice, actual, proper fortification to assault, and those things always come with a certain amount of issues when it comes to armor. So, GG.
I thought it was a real good stronghold.
Yeah, I really
attack.
enjoyed it.
I mean,
Yeah.
It was funny because the only thing that really got me was it actually got me, Stupor, in space all at the same time as a tank. It shot us.
Ron, you got a comment?
I'll meet you.
Oh no, the comment is in the text.
The comment
as well.
is in the thing. Yeah, just jumped into that trench system and ended up like bashed and bruised all over.
It must have had a targeted system just for you for not paying the
Yeah, for paying the
HVT's
bill.
mother. Yeah. See, that's what it is.
Definitely.
See what-
Because you got it in for me.
See what happens when you're a cheap bastard, Ron?
Exactly. You know,
It's
lesson
just-
learned.
it's just-
Cheap bastard.
Well, it's just the armor has this thing where the more complex and more interesting the building you place, the more fucking dangerous that building is to anybody within 500 meters of it. But as I said, like, it was well recovered. You know, there was no fucking issues.
No.
Done,
Great
fixed,
little
awesome.
setup. Definitely.
Yeah.
All
Like
right.
it's not worth not doing that again because of the bugs. If that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Let's do it.
All right, no other C's and Q's, guys. Thank you very much. Tuesday's mission is continuous disavowed campaign, mission 2. So there'll be training Sunday for some vehicle stuff and movement. So if you're available Sunday, show up. So if not, you guys are all free to break down to your squads.
Yo,
yeah,
great
you
mission.
Thank you, guys.
Well done, Condor.
Thanks,
Cheers,
Condor.
Condor.
Great
Well done,
mission.
Thank you, Condor.
Condor.
Pilots, do you want
Rich, I'll be
to
right back.
break
I
down
gotta
to
take
game
the
mode
dogs
1?
out.
Got it.
Roger.
Do I need to be down here?
Yeah.
You're
sure.
welcome.
Okay.
Hey, real quick, Space. I just wanted to say, sorry I didn't get a chance to send you more targets, but I'm standing in the middle of the jungle with limited, only 20, 30 meters of visibility. I really was trying to get eyes on to provide you with more targets.
Yeah, I think at the end I saw you go out looking for targets.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. My thought were at that point would have been easier to all dig in the fortress, and we could just call in strikes at the tree line.
Yeah.
And I couldn't do it on the east since you were over there. But at some point we had contacts on the north side, so then I called in Hermes and they started engaging.
Yeah.
Too bad that I went down at the end because I saw there were still many enemies coming in. So the closer we went to the end, the more opportunities there were for fire missions.
Yeah.
Just bad luck on that one.
Yeah, and no, it was really good, and just trying to communicate that to you and let you know. And I agree. There at the end when we were withdrawing and giving you free reign was really where you could have really made the big difference. But good mission tonight is JTAC, and hands off to your pilots. Well done. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
Okay, Space, can you start with Hermes 1 with BDA rockets, BDA guns?
Yes. I think BDA rockets, the rocket runs were quite accurate. Considering the environment, that's probably the best you could do. I'm not sure if you were fitted with HE rockets only, because I saw many hits getting very close to the tank. I think I saw direct hits, but I didn't see damage. I think probably the crew would have been damaged with better rounds, or maybe you were shooting from afar and you were not getting enough direct hits.
For rockets, basically I had the standard dot on the windshield, so I was hitting reset with the head tracker, so to make sure that I had the most accurate point, and then locked my head and started pulling the trigger. Still, that black dot on the windshield sucks balls with regards to target capabilities. So effectively, we did the best we can because I couldn't see the targets. I could see dots and stuff with the headset and NVGs, but really no discernible identification of vehicles.
Right.
So, you'd start pulling the trigger, and well, fuck, that thing looked like it's off 25 to 30 meters, and you try to reset, and again, probably the worst targeting system ever on that helo.
Yeah, so the rocket runs, they were excellent for foot mobiles, but in this environment and with this helicopter against tanks, it just doesn't do it. I think that's a good lesson learned from this mission.
Yeah, excellent. Okay, and I had an excellent gunner, poor guns. I was voting for more gun runs, but the point was not to get rushed, not to get the aircraft in danger, and not to get any good guys in danger, but to do so, timing-wise, we were on the wrong side of the rotation based on the trees to get a sight line. And a couple of those times we were ready to unload, and got called off just when I was trying to get set up for him.
Yeah, I didn't worry too much about not having targets tonight because I was spending the majority of time just looking around, making sure nothing was coming up, sneaking up on you guys from behind and from the other side. So that occupied just about all my time. But the few times I did get to fire was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I tell you, aside from the comms things where I interjected a few times with the least amount, I consider communications is money, and you don't want to spend it if you don't need to. And a couple of times, Sirtwan, when we discussed what you need to say, what you don't need to say, just make it brief, and we don't need to belabor anything or to comment on something that's not commentable. It doesn't add to the knowledge base. That would be my only negative. Everything else was real good. Sirtwan did a great job flying around, picking guys up, and I think, like I told the group, funneling the attacks in through one source prevented any friendly fire today, and I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, I think that's really the most important takeaway is first, no friendly fire. Then we also had some very good cast missions, excellent coordination with all the teams. We didn't have, I think, people waiting much to get reinserted. So that's really what counts. The kill count, it's not that important. Although, yeah, guns for other missions, we should consider more carefully what's gonna be really the environment, the ROIs, to see, well, if it makes sense to have a gunner. It looks fun to have a gunner, but sometimes it's not really useful.
Right, it's not
Oh,
practical.
and one more thing, maybe I didn't read that in the briefing. To me, I thought that the mission would be bar daylight. So I had a lot of smokes. I didn't look for any elimination rounds.
Yeah. Right.
Whereas in this mission, that's what we should have taken.
That I believe that was the mission maker's issue. If it's going to be a night, to have night vision carried in separately and force helicopters to land strictly to get night vision was horseshit. It doesn't happen in the real world. There's no reason to do it now in these missions for additional difficulty that never happens.
Yeah, the night clearly came faster than it was expected. And then the Zeus slowed down the time so it wouldn't progress further. But yeah, by the time they noticed that it was getting too dark, it was already too late. You don't want to revert that.
I'm seeing pictures of crashed helos on TFA Media. What were those? What happened there?
Yeah, I saw that one. I don't know. I saw a third one. You had a disconnect during the mission, but that was at the first objective.
Yeah, my internet seemed to have a hiccup or something, and my helo decided that the best way to deal with that is to cut all power. So it just fell out of the sky, exploded, still not being able to do anything. I was just put next to the helo, it exploded, killed me, and then I suddenly was a spectator, and the only way I could find to get back in was just to back out of the mission and come back in.
Yeah, I had already at least one memorable lag spike in a helicopter where you just see you no longer have control. You don't get disconnected yet, and you just see the ground coming closer and closer, and then you crash, and then you get disconnected.
That was not the thing, actually. I could perfectly fine see what was going on, only it just decided no power. If it kept applying power, it would have probably been fine.
Yeah, well, that's a minor Arma glitch, just happens.
Yeah.
You had another comment?
Yeah, these these helos, they don't have any AT missiles. They're HE, so infantry only basically, or light vehicles. So they're highly ineffective against MBTs, probably.
Yep. Well, that's the thing. When we don't have exactly the same things as when we're training, then we find out that, well, maybe we're not effective. We keep trying a bit, but we probably wasted, I don't know, 15 rockets notably on the tank that was on the north bank of the river.
That big, yeah.
But on the other hand, there were many foot mobiles in the camp just to the right, and these they got wrecked.
Yeah, I was thinking to myself, like, should I call out that we're trying to use HE rockets against the MBT?
Yeah, now all that
Well,
fire that was coming out from the right, that's what I was itching to open up on.
And here's the deal that will happen. Excuse me, Cert One. Here's the deal that will happen when we're completed our loadout, helo loadout for this and that. Is we basically tell the mission makers, when you put helos in, you'll go by this list. And if you're going to put tanks in, we're going to have tank rounds. If you're going to put people in, we'll have people rounds. And Space, you and I should be able to make those. If they can't comply, we need to be loaded in as editors and do that ourselves, so that we can save yourself and other people that we've got when we're outgunned on the ground.
Yeah, and we can also probably change the loadouts when we have ammo supply vehicle.
Still, it's only got Hydras, HE Hydras.
Yeah. For that gunship, then yeah, we're just limited to soft targets, and we only started doing a bit of testing with a few airframes. There's a lot of work to really cover all the assets that we can play with. And sorry, Guns, many times I try to give you some missions for gunning, and yeah, I might have cancelled some that I could have left you to play with. Notably the one on the north side of the river. There were still a few enemies here and there, and yeah, also when we're doing a rocket run, I think it's also fair game for you to start spraying the area as the rockets go in, and while you're flying over the area that was hit with rockets.
Yeah, I thought about doing that, but I figured I didn't want to shoot while he was shooting, so I just let it be. But
No,
as far as not having other targets to shoot at, I wasn't worried about that. I was doing more recon, like I said, than anything else, just making sure anything wasn't sneaking up. And
and
when
if you're not sure,
I was going to
Sorry,
say
carry
when I spoke over the intercom when you were trying to talk, the reason that I did that the first couple of times is because I didn't have the volume set right and I really couldn't hear very well. So but once I turned it up, I was fine.
Right, and I think it's a very good judgment that if you're not sure if you should do something or not, you don't do it. What we're doing with Kelso when we're training with the gunship. Also, when I was going in for my run, I was also calling what I'm doing. So I'm calling in, okay, I'm turning around or I'm pulling up. So if he's shooting, he knows that a maneuver is starting, so he can hold fire. Because if you don't do these calls, then you're the gunner, you shoot, and then there's a big swing and your guns go all over the place.
Yeah.
So it's also a lot of coordination to learn and train with the pilot to be able to do that.
Right.
And we can do that in the training place also. And I apologize because I did not call. I'm going to come off right and light them up as we pass, or start up. I wouldn't have cared if you would have pulled the trigger, having marked and seen the target yourself,
right,
and lit them up on the ingress. That wouldn't have been a problem. But what my fault was by not telling you I'm going to come off right, I'm going to come off left, so you would know that your target image would open up faster.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I like it. It went off well.
Yep.
We were a good team.
Yep, worked out very well.
Yeah, I think that was excellent. No friendly fires, nobody got shot down.
Good job, Cert One.
That's really what counts.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to practice a bit more with those dots, because this is probably not gonna be the only time that we're gonna be in a low-tech helicopter which doesn't have any fancy targeting.
Yeah.
The only way to get anywhere close with those stupid dots is to reset, keep continually resetting that whatever's the IR, whatever it is, to center, and then lock your head straight and then start firing. Because otherwise, while I was practicing before the mission in the training area, these fuckers were going everywhere unless I reset multiple times right before I pulled the trigger to fire.
Yeah, so that's with the head tracker. What I do for my head tracking in Arma is that I have a big dead zone. So when I'm looking generally in the center of the screen, it's not budging at all. So I can use the pointer. And it's only when I move significantly my head to a direction that I'm looking around.
Yeah, well, my tracker IR is set for DCS, and I'm not gonna I'm not gonna mess with that.
And
I
also, no, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Well, that was not exactly the problem because I'm not using track IR, but it was more the problem that because it doesn't update for your horizontal speed, so the missile is not actually landing where the dot is pointed at.
Correct.
So I gotta practice more with, alright, where is it about gonna land?
Well, actually, let me tell you, for practice, you'll try doing low approaches, target runs at 100 meters, 200 meters, and you'll see that they'll be really, really bad. Then try it at 400 meters and launch your first one at 350, 400 meters, and they're not so bad. Once you get that scored away and you're on a effectively dead run, you can see if they go short, long, but you're expending more ordnance that way if you don't have those the targeting mods that I love that give me one-shot kills.
Cheating. Yeah, if you want to get very accurate shots, what you need to do is you need to start high, you pitch down, and you need to find exactly what is the right pitch so that you're moving in plane with where you're aiming. So you need to look to the dot, the pointer for your target, and it needs to be really static where you're aiming at. If once you get close enough to that, you'll see that you have a lot of accuracy.
Basically, I need to pull even more than I already was. Basically, pull like I was already pulling quite a bit of pull attack. I probably just need to do that even more indeed.
Maybe not necessarily to do more aggressive attacks and more pitch. Maybe you just need to start them further away.
Yeah, further away with more altitude is mostly what I mean.
And when you're further, also, you don't need to go that fast. And it gives you more stability to adjust your aiming. And also because you're going slower, even if you're a bit off on your trajectory, there's less deviation.
Yeah, because I was trying to hit the two targets which they marked out. I was pointing at the first one and hitting the second one, so well, did that about 2-3 times before they got mission end.
Yeah,
so that's just what you need to work on.
That dot on this helicopter is just is like a shotgun. You're never going to sniper rifle this thing, and unless you do it a whole lot and really get used to it. I got used to it a little bit before, but if I had not, I would have been all over the place.
Well, it's not that it was all over the place. It was just beyond where I was actually trying to aim. But yeah,
the problem with those rocket pods, though, they're basically designed for area saturation.
Yeah.
That's actually something else I could have probably done more of, because I did actually quite a few times run into just random squads in the forest. Well, I couldn't see them, but I could definitely triangulate their position. So I could have probably also put a few rockets into that.
Yeah. I purposely didn't shoot a lot at the beginning, knowing it was going to be a long mission and you were doing reinserts. So it wasn't until the end when we had several tanks in that one area that would almost lit us up, where that bastard JTAC, he said, "Come in lower and tighter." Jill, we hear ping, 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 ping.
I didn't say lower. I said tighter.
All right,
Only.
that's what she said. No, that's what I said.
I'm,
I was yelling Kegel.
I'm pretty sure DT said go straight over the target.
Yeah, I thought you wanted me to troll, and I that's what I kind of did. And what I see all these lights lighting up at me, going, "Ooh, they're taking our picture."
Yeah, what I had in mind is that remember in the previous mission, what we're doing is flying around 350.
Yeah.
Right over the enemy target at just around 80 to 100 kph.
Yeah.
Our gunner had a really good solution.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that's what I had in mind, but it wasn't communicated clearly.
Yeah, also something we could probably do a bit more of is that, because I was not worried about the gunner and I could fly fairly low and actually scout everything fairly well, so it's probably seeing more than the guys on the ground. So should probably take more advantage of that.
Yeah. There was only one thing I want to comment, Space, on JTAC. A couple of times you had marks, especially the last one that was over this walled area. When you called that out and I said I couldn't find it, I was looking for purple and it was black. So having done gun stuff, I was constantly looking for purple, and if you call out something else with a different color,
for the objective.
the objective to objective marked black to the east or whatever it was. I scanned it over 2 times. I'm going, I don't see any fucking purple here.
Yeah. That's something that I need to keep in mind, because so my intention was to mark everything in purple for targets.
Yes.
But in that case, I just wanted you to move to the next area of the mission. So that's why it wasn't in purple.
No, and I understand that, but just given that you have an old reptile flying stick on these things, it might help me just a little bit to go, it's black.
Sure.
Or at least it's non-purple.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I enjoyed myself. Thank you, Guns. And if sometime, anytime, give me a call if you want a gun. We can go set some stuff up and practice some gunning.
That sounds great. Thank you. I had a blast.
Yeah, we'll just have to find you a mission with maybe more open areas.
Yeah.
Maybe
and if possible, not capture HVT mission.
Maybe also,
if you were on a gunship on the mission on Tuesday, there you would have really had a blast. By the way, Kelso, did you see Cap's stream of Tuesday?
No, this has been competition week with 5 other schools, so I was just focused on that stuff.
Oh, let me send you the link. You should watch that. There's maybe not the safest runs for CAS, because we actually had a ceiling of 50 meters in some areas, so we were obliged to take some risks.
Yeah. Okay.
So there was a lot of thrill and also crazy gun runs.
Yeah, it did look really cool from the ground.
Yeah, it did. From the ground, it looked awesome.
Cool. All right. Well, I'll be around next week. Just let me know. I'll play.
All right. Thanks again, Kelso. I appreciate it. That was a lot of fun.
Yep. You guys have fun. Have a good weekend. And Space, if you want to do some more weapons matching with airframes, let me know. Just ping me and I'll meet up. Wife's still gone. She won't be back until Sunday afternoon.
Sure. Yeah, let's try to cover at least one airframe this weekend.
You bet.
And maybe we spend some time on the Apache now that, well, we already know the weapons. We just need to document a little more the parameters.
Yeah. Yep. Sounds good. All right, gentlemen. I'm gonna knock it off. Have a great night, and hopefully we'll do something maybe this weekend too.
All right. Sounds good. Have a good weekend, bro.
Have a good one.
Take care.
See you later.
Bye-bye.
I'm going to hop up to Apollo for a bit, and then I'm going to cut myself.
Underneath guns, like, you're fine to do some more gunning. Maybe it would also be good if you would get an actual attack helicopter.
Yeah. I'll work on it. I'm definitely going to work on it because that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, if you want to do some serious gunning, you should consider training with us with the Apache, for example, as the gunner.
Yeah. You let me know when you guys are going to be doing it, and I'll be there.
Well, if you're available later this weekend, we're probably gonna meet. Well, we're gonna do some testing, but I think there's also a good opportunity for you to try out.
Okay, good. I'll be there.
Cool. Then I'll ping you.
Okay, great. All right, you guys. Have a good one.
I'm gonna jump up as well.
Okay.
Same here.
All right, let's go.
There you go then.
Yeah, because he was
in.
here. Yeah, he was
You
here
might as
because
well
I
put
remember he was
Space
running
Chef
with
in
Ray.
reserves as well. To be fair,
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, we could throw Space in the reserves. That's fine.
Just chuck them with fucking alpha. I'll just put them in somewhere else.
What's that? Because I'm no longer sticking with Alpha?
We'll put them in Kraken where we don't have a Kraken anymore.
Exactly, yeah. Put all the PLs in there.
and seal it tight. It's the Whirly Bird gang. How you doing?
So I managed not to kill any of you.
Try harder next time, please.
Yeah, I know.
and I didn't crash because of my own inability.
Hey, Guns, you know, it's not hard to not hit anyone when you actually your eyes weren't open and you're just shooting flat surface. You know, you weren't aiming down.
Well, actually, I was hardly doing any shooting, to be honest.
And then there was a few times I know you were firing because I was watching the rounds hit in the tree line area, so I knew you were firing a few times.
Yeah. Towards the end there, we had run out of rockets and we still had quite a bit of machine gun ammo. So he told me we got an area to strafe, and he just told me to dump everything. He just dump it all. So I just unloaded, the entire load into that area.
Yeah, the hard part is the fact is we couldn't really have the cats doing as much because we can't risk HVT. You do a gun run, your self guns, you could have hit in a spot where he would have been.
Oh,
that
yeah.
risk us failing it. So as much as I would love to have you guys hit areas where I have a feeling he wasn't there, that'd be my luck. Oh, he's not gonna be there. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, you just feel the HVT and be like,
right, and then we have a dead HVT. But no, it was like I was telling them down below. I spent just about the entire time, keeping an eye on, what was all around you, making sure nothing was sneaking up.
Yeah.
I was doing something similar, actually.
It's just, you might not get as much trigger action, but you are useful where you can spot something happening while we're not paying attention, and you can call it. And,
Oh yeah. Which and that's what how we were doing it. And I was watching you guys down when there was a lull and we had come down a little lower, and I was watching all you guys running around like ants.
Yeah, that's always an interesting one to see. Also, I think I dragged like a squad size from that island, that area, most of the way towards Objective 2.
Yeah.
Because first I was getting lit up north of the island, then it moved a bunch west towards the village with the NVGs, and then it suddenly was getting lit up a bunch west again. Just beyond Objective 2. So I feel like I was getting followed.
I gotta say, that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that.
It's always good sometimes to do something a little different.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it gets even better once you've played a few missions with the same pilot, so you know how they're going to do their attack runs, and then you transform into that gunner from Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah, right. You know, that thought had crossed my mind when we were flying around up there. But Kelso is so easy to work with.
Yeah, he is a good
I
pilot.
mean, he lays everything out exactly the way he wants it, and it's very simple to follow.
Yeah, it is very easy to work with when you're following his lead.
Yeah. He
Otherwise, he will boot you out of his chopper, literally.
In midair.
In midair.
Even if you heard him while flying.
Yeah, and that was the only other thing I was worried about. Is if he takes it around and he goes down, I can't fly this thing.
Yeah,
Just
he
hope
would
he
need
hits
to
the tree
get some-
first.
Yeah, he would need to do some very quick medicing.
Yeah, that was my thought.
I actually had that with Curly yesterday. I actually
One of my
did
50 cal
take
rounds
it out
hit ya.
during flight.
I don't know if in theory it's possible that when you don't have the co-pilot as the pilot, you unlock controls. And if you have someone in the back as gunner or something like that, if he can switch to the cockpit in
You
midair.
can't switch to the cockpit
You
for
can't.
a starter. Yeah, you can't.
Then you're doomed.
As said, you need to do some very quick medicing or you're doomed, yeah.
Hope there's a parachute on board.
Just hope the chopper hits the top of a tree and bounces enough. It gets its own, momentum to go up again and gives you a chance to hopefully they wake up from the impact.
I mean, it did survive the impact of my chopper just saying no and just dropping.
I remember being shot once in the training server with a little bird. We were flying in Kavala with Kelso. We were doing a crazy run in the streets. I got shot in the head, and the little bird just landed.
Nice.
What was it? We were doing stuff over in Kavala, and you guys were shooting at me, and Gimpy was chasing me with the little bird, or Twan. I think you were the one chasing me, or someone was. And I was flying the Mi-28, and got hit, and I got shot down. Well, of course, it automatically bails you out because your AI is really technically running it. You're just controlling. And all of a sudden, I go back to look at the chopper, and the chopper's landed perfectly on its wheels in the middle of the field. I was like, "Fucking really? Just lost a wing and weapons and stuff. It took enough. It got hit that it considered it was destroyed, but yet it's sitting there perfectly fine. Little scratches. I'm like, you bastards."
I need to head off now, guys. It's bedtime.
Old man.
Yeah, I need to get going too.
Oh, yeah, I know. Hopefully, see you Sunday. Take care, everyone.
Nice one. Ta-ra.
There it is.
See you.
Yep, have a good one, everybody.
Have a good one, guns.
Night, Papa Guns.